Comrades, welcome back to the Soviet Union. Alright, and when we last left off, we were spreading communism. So, we're going to get right back to that. We still haven't set up East Germany yet. That's not going to happen for another year-ish right now. Still can't stand looking at Berlin and not seeing the it cut in half. I mean, hopefully they'll fix that at some point. That's my only gripe with this mod so far. Everything else, oh, that and the 2 black spots. But, other than that, I don't really have any issues with the mod. Everything else is pretty great. I love it. And now we're going to be setting up North Korea. So that's what we're going to be doing. Afghanistan wants an alliance, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. See, they have Taliban in charge, which is not actually accurate, because the Taliban didn't exist at this point. But I'll be willing to forgive it. Maybe I'll go into the files and change that myself, because I know how to do that. I have actually changed a few flags, but I don't think I'm going to see them right now. They're like alternate flags, so hopefully that doesn't... I don't know, we might not see those in this series. Or maybe later. Okay, so Palestine and Israel are fighting them amongst themselves. I mean, of course they are. Let's look at that situation for a minute. You got Palestine. Wait, is Gaza? No, never mind. Okay. For a second there, I clicked on that. I didn't see that highlight as well. So I was a bit confused. Anyway, never mind. That was stupid of me. Anyway, yeah, because it only highlights one province when you click on it. Dumb me. Alright. So now... Oh, I see India. I saw India in the tabs trying to retake Kashmir here. Which I'm alright with them doing, because Pakistan kind of looks weird with that. Them being in control of that makes it look a little bit weird, in my opinion. So, you know what, we'll accept the Afghanistan alliance, but we will betray them later to try to put communism in, unless they get to it themselves. Unless they expand their culture and accept communism like everybody else in the region, except for Iran and the other countries we don't like to talk about until we throw communism at them. We're going to research televisions. That's what we're going to do. Anyway, let's get going. At this point, we'll be setting up this. At this point in this episode, I guarantee you, because we're going to get through the year, we're going to set up North Korea. We're going to set up East Germany. And I don't know. Hopefully, Greece will use our support well, and Greece will become a communist country. We can spread the revolution. And yes, I can confirm something I thought in the last series. Whenever I close the game, my, because, you know, I was starting to influence communists over here. That clears every time I exit the game. So in countries that I want communists to grow, I am going to have to just go and redo this at the beginning of every episode. Because it does undo it every time. I don't like that. That's something I hope they fix. If they can. Alright, so now we've got some decisions to make here. We're going to get it to be free universal. So now we have universal free healthcare. Take that, America. We're already better than you. Anyway. Still don't like this is now an independent, like the Tsar Protector. It just looks weird in France's occupation. Yeah. Anyway, I think I gave my reasonings already for like not trying to strive for communist Austria, and that's because it will directly get me into a war, because I have tried that on my own. Okay, here we go. Now we're talking about this is now an event talking about setting up the communist state of North Korea. So we are now going to see. We could remain there as occupiers, but we're going to lose prestige and gain infamy for doing that. So yeah, this is what we're going to do. We're going to set up the state with military support. Boom. North Korea is now a thing. I don't think our railroads weren't being built. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, they wanted it, so they got it. So now they're independent. Now they're going to be building socialism on their own, but we're going to keep our Soviet troops right there in their capital, just as a reminder who their masters are. Alliance offer from... hold on. Hold on, Chairman. I don't like that you're calling me Chairman. Soviets, we call me General Secretary. If we were playing as China, I'd be okay with the Chairman. We'll investigate the situation. Yes, I don't like ghettos. I don't like ghettos any more than the next guy. South Korea is already a thing, so now North Korea is. Our control is no longer complete. That's because Yugoslavia is being stupid. Yugoslavia is having problems. These guys in my sphere, they're allied with us. I'm gonna influence them. Alright, so now I'm concerned with losing control over. Our control is now more confident. Greece is now a communist country. What do you know? Immediately influencing that. We're jumping on that. We're gonna make sure they are in our sphere. Because they are communists, and we will strive to make sure that they can build communism. They can build true socialism. Alright, so now we've already broken history, because now Greece is communist, so Greece is now on my side. Actually, would you accept an alliance? They will accept. Alright. So now we've kind of expanded our influence down south further than the Soviet Union actually did. So now we're already beating the Soviets, how they were in real life. Bulgaria-Soviet Union friendship. We're going to assert our position because it's Albania. It's our nice little... They're not actually a satellite, but they're really close to our sphere of influence. Come on. We're allied with all of the countries except Yugoslavia. Okay, Afghanistan's trying to go to war with Pakistan. That's interesting. Don't make us invade you. Because I will turncoat on you to make sure their communism spreads. Because that's my goal in this entire series, is to spread communism. And whenever I get the chance to, from now on, now that I'm past the events that are going to cause war, I'm going to strive for communism. We're now going to subsidize higher education. Yeah, natural disaster, that's unfortunate. Alright, so now Greece is building socialism. So good for them. Hopefully their industry can recover. Now we're going to be looking at setting up East Germany. So let's look into what the situation is over here. So East Germany. The railroads are all about the same level. All of them have proper railroads, which is good for us. We should actually, yeah, I think that's be good. Okay, I can release states. Now I want to go over this for future reference. Because some people might, well, if you want to give them independence, why don't you just set them up as a state right now? There is actually a problem with that. I can actually, that's not the right tab. I can go and release nations. If I do that, they will transition to democracy. If I do it this way, if I go and release East Germany right now as this way, they will turn back to a democracy. Because it's not like, that's the problem with releasing a lot of countries like this. Is because they will transition to a different type of government if they want to. They will not just stay communist. And I don't, but there's an event coming up. That it'll break the game a bit because there's actually an organized event where I set up East Germany. That happens in the game. So if I try to abandon that beforehand, it'll break everything. So until that's done, I'm gonna just set it up the proper way the game, the mod wants me to. Not say the game, but it's actually the mod. Dental care bill. We'll force it through. Soviet policy. We'll force it through. Hungary will have a revolution at some point, which we will have to crush. So I'm going to keep these 75 stacked right there on their border so that they don't get any funny ideas. That comes in the 50s, so that'll be probably either next episode or... Okay, Afghanistan, what do you want? I see you're at war with somebody. Probably Pakistan. Afghan conquest of Pashtunistan. Alright, who's Pakistan's allies? Wars. Brazilian conquest of Mesopotamia. What? Argentina. I don't think you know where Mesopotamia is. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's in Iraq. Well, I don't know, whatever. Mesopotamia, that's the area that's in Iraq. Maybe I'm reading that wrong. I don't know. Afghan conquest of Pakistan. Who is allies with Pakistan? Absolutely flippin' nobody. Okay. You know what, Afghanistan? I'll appease you. I'll take this time to install communism. So we're going to war with Pakistan. So we're going to hit unpause. And we're going to go get in Pakistan. Okay. So now we're going to do oil well. And we're going to take this opportunity to try to install communism into Pakistan. So if I can add that as a war goal in a little bit, that's what we will do. I like this town. It's called Stalinabad. I just think that's cool. Alright, so Soviet troops will soon be going through Afghanistan to enter Pakistan. That's our goal. We're only helping the Afghans. We're only using them as a front to install communism into Pakistan. Because that's what we are. We're going to manipulate the countries around us into getting what we want. Because that's what the Soviet Union does. And it's actually not that bad of a strategy. Alright, we're losing money quite heavily, and I want to see if I can fix that. Boom, baby. Our finances are in the green right now. This is good. This is good. I like this. We are going to... Let's put education up more. That's down here. Public higher education. Oh, we have a decision to make here. Join the nuclear club. Yeah, we'll do that. We're the nuclear club. That'll keep the United States from thinking it's a good idea to bomb me. Unlike the last series where where America just kind of dropped nuclear weapons on us because they felt like it. And actually, where's the province that they want to take? We are not happy with this. Okay. Okay. Stop popping things up when I'm trying to explain things. Resolution for Enrique. The United Nations Commission was dispatched to a former colony in February 1950 in the absence of Allied agreement and in the face of Enrican demands for self-determination. It was also the juncture that the U.S. ambassador to the UN, John Foster Dulles, said, from this point of view of justice, the opinions of the Enrican people must receive consideration. Nevertheless, strategic interest of the United States in the Red Sea Basin and the considerations of the security and world peace make it necessary that the country has to be linked with our ally Ethiopia. The ambassador's word choice makes it quite clear that the fact that the Enrican aspiration was for independence. So what is this resolution about? Is this resolution supposed to be like giving them independence, or are we saying, so if we veto it, does that say they can't get independence? We're going to support it because we like self-determination, because that's a prospect of Leninism, is self-determination. So we're going to support that. Hero City, Odessa. Okay. All right, we can increase opinion and sphere of influence. Hold on, we're going to look away from the war to increase our sphere of influence in... Increase opinion in Greece. Cool. Anyway, back to the war in Pakistan. When we capture this province, I'm going to see about installing the communism as a edict, or as a war goal, not an edict. Edicts within our own country. Finland would request permission to maintain their current form of government. We'll accept our differences. Because I risk losing influence that way, and I already have influence over it. So I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that they have to become communist right now. I might change that later. But right now I'm focusing on installing communism into countries that I don't have sphered already. So if I already have sphered countries that aren't communist, I'm not going to try to do it, because I might lose influence if they... refuse. So I don't want to take the risk of losing some sphere of influence in the process. Because I'd prefer not to have to go to war if I don't have to. And Pakistan, I had a war goal. Install communism. We're adding that. And we are going to strive to make Pakistan communist. That is what our goal is here, and that is the only reason that we are currently occupying any areas of Pakistan is because we want a communist government in Islamabad. Or what? Islamabad is their capital. Yeah, it's the capital nowadays. I don't know what their capital was here. I think it's the same. But I'm pretty sure Islamabad's up north, and I'm not seeing a star anywhere. Or a province called Islamabad. I don't know. Wherever their capital is, we want communism there. Get a drink real quick. Very good. Anyway, within the next week or so here, I'm going to be getting a new graphics card. So this game won't run like crap. So look forward to that. So it probably won't be next episode, but the episode after that, you might notice a nice frame rate improvement. Now, I might try to pull 60 out of it, but that'll depend on how much space that'll take up on my computer. Or not, actually, no. It has nothing to do with the space it'll take on my computer. It has everything to do with how much it'll take to upload it. Because, you know, I've told you about my stupid internet before. And I live in a place where I can't really get anything better than that. So, sorry, but until I move out of this stupid house, I will have to deal with the internet I have. So, that will change in probably, like, a couple years. Because for those of you who don't know, I'm just about to turn 18 in a few months. I'm not that old. This man is clearly dangerous. Imprison him. This man is clearly dangerous. Execute him. Well, we're the Soviets, and we do like shooting our people. So we're going to shoot him. Because that's what we do. That's sorry. That was a bit mean. Anyway, I'm not at all, actually. We're going to increase opinion again. I like how I can click on that message. It'll bring up that, but it won't go to Greece. It'll just stay on Pakistan. Thanks, game. Thanks for that. Did India lose that war? Or no, they're still fighting. Well, we're going to occupy Kashmir for a little bit. India, I hope you don't mind. We're going to occupy it a little bit. We're going to take their industry out from underneath them. Let's put it under communist control. Can I click on this? Can I go to Greece? Can I go? I wish them the best. International crisis. Oh boy. Failed to enlist any interest. Okay, we're going to scroll up to Greece here. Greece. Increase opinion. Boom. There we go. Alright, so we are going to spread the revolution to Pakistan here. That's what we're doing. We're overthrowing the bourgeoisie, and we're spreading communism to Pakistan. Which means that there will be a communist power to the north of Afghanistan and a communist power to the south of Afghanistan. This is going to go well for them, because then when I eventually pursue my goal of installing communism into Afghanistan, they're going to have some problems because they'll be attacked from multiple angles. Because I'll guarantee, because if I install communism into Pakistan, they'll immediately become an ally of me. I see you trying to take over Soviet-controlled territory. We're going to meet you there. We see that crap, and we don't like it. Alright, we're going to do some more researching. We're going to go to Navy. We're going to get Corvettes going. The Navy needs some work. We're going to deny autonomy to them because we are the Soviet Union and we are a federal power. Our federal government is huge and it will remain strong in the line of time here. That almost made sense. I'm sorry. Oh, I'll address this because no one's really asked, but it just to prevent any people from asking this. If you're ever wondering why I don't have the music active right now, and I'm actually no, I'm already paused because I've been working on the industry here. If you ever wondered why it's paused, I can't talk today, I'm sorry. If you ever wonder why the music is not on in this game, that's because I played over 300 hours of it, and I've got, frankly, sick of hearing the music. So, I turned it off. Because at this point, the music had gotten so old that they probably listened to it in Vietnam. So, that's why I have it off. I'm sick of listening to it. It's good music. It's just I've played so much of this game that I've heard it so much that it's just it can't not be getting old. It can't not be old at this point. So that's why it's not on. That and it avoids any copyright things, but I don't think Paradox even cares about the music in their game. So, at this point, I just have it off. I just don't want to listen to it. If you guys want me to turn it on, I can, but just know that I don't have it on. I've also, if you've noticed, I'm ignoring the newspapers. I'll look at that every once in a while, but not right now. Where are you going? You're taking a really long time to get down from there. Get out of Kristan and get down here and... we will. Going on trouble in Dortmund. Hold on, I want to know where Dortmund is. Whatever that is. Dortmund. Oh, it's in Germany. We're going to support the legal government. No, well, support the legal government. Why not? We won't change from there. And holy, the United States. Hold on. Holy, the United States. Do you think you could stack any more troops in Berlin? You have 465,000 troops in Berlin. Jeez, calm yourself. I think there's more U.S. troops in Berlin than there are people at this point. I don't know. What was the population of Berlin after the invasion? I don't know. I'm surprised the event to set up East Germany hasn't happened yet. That should have happened by now, and it's not. I do not know. Alright, we're going to go abuse protection. Why not at this point? Reincorporate the colony and prevent this in the future. Colonial mismanagement. One of our colonies, due to the lack of efficient administration, is descended into a state of widespread mismanagement. Reincorporate the colony and tell it to not do that again. Under the threat of severe penalties, and that includes invasion of Soviet troops and occupation of Soviet troops. So, at this point, you would be better if you just screwed off. Anyway, now we're going to continue our war against Pakistan. What is that looking like for us now? Afghan conquest of Pashtun. You see, we're going to have to take over the entire country to get what we want because we are overthrowing the government. And actually, we're going to fight the Pakistani troops. Oh, they're going to run away, so never mind. We're going to take over Shahpur here. Soviets, we're just going to advance into Pakistan. Slowly make our way down from the north as the Afghans are moving this way. This war is going to go in our favor. It's going to be good. We control their factories in the north here, if you can see their factory up here. So, this war is going to go good for us. I'm confident in our ability to win this. We will win this for Mother Russia. And we will make sure that they have a good day. Some Russian accent there. You see, Pakistan's already at a disadvantage because they're also at war with India. So they're just getting attacked from almost all sides except for this little border with Iran here. But other than that, they're being attacked on all three sides. And maybe from China up here. Speaking of China, how's that situation going? Hold on, I'm going to pause it for a second. About balanced. People's Republic of China has occupation in some areas. Never mind. You see, the Republic of China is kind of winning right now. I don't know. I'm giving financial support to the People's Republic of China, so hopefully they do better because we're spreading communism. What's North Korea doing? Oh, my troops are dying because they're being choked out by North Koreans. Let me send these guys up here. Alright, we don't need to keep our Soviet troops in North Korea anymore. Let's move them out. We don't need them there anymore. Alright, so North Korea, you're fending for yourself right now, because we're not going to help you if you go to war with South Korea, because we don't need that junk right now. Anti-submarine warfare. Get going on that. Send some to our neighbors. Cool. Gained another occupation. Gained? I've become British, guys. Alright, they aren't budging from here. And we don't even need to help them. They're destroying the Pakistani troops right there. Holy crap. Destruction. Okay, this is where the Soviet Union is good, as the Soviet troops are so much stronger compared to, like, everything else. We'd be balanced in a fight against America, or against, like, maybe the Chinese. Not because of tech, but because of sheer numbers. But, oh boy, that was domination. Alright, actually, we're going to go after Lahore here. We're going to occupy that. Alright, we've reached the 26-minute part, so we are actually going to call it a break here. Romania-Soviet Union friendship, we will seek that. We can do it. Alright. Thank you very much for watching. Actually, we're going to add them to Sphere of Influence. We'll ally with Argentina. What? Hold on. Diplomat from Argentina has approached us about a proposal, an alliance with him, in order to fight their enemy, who is certainly no friend of ours. While the alliance does not necessarily obligate us, the question really remains whether or not the Soviet Union wishes to go to war. If we fight with Argentina, we stand a chance of gaining spoils of war for ourselves, but it also means we can fall with them. The choice is ours. Hold on, who's fighting? Who's fighting with? Oh, screw them. No, we're not fighting the U.S. right now. Goodbye, sorry. We're only losing 20 relations. That's fine. We can gain those back when we invade you to make you communist. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you like this content, hit that like button. And subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you later. Goodbye.